Hello. Hello, how y'all doing? I'm going to talk to you today about Peach McIntyre. Now, I'm not interested in putting a hateration on anybody. I'm not interested in doing that. The whole purpose of my channel, because I'm a very private person, the whole purpose of my channel is to help Black women because we are the poorest of the poor. I don't care what color of woman who I help. I try to help all women. We're the poorest of the poor, particularly Black women. We're poor when we're married. We're poor when we're not married. Okay, we're the poorest of the poor. Nobody leaves us anything. Okay, so I'm not trying to put a hating on her. I'm not trying to put a hateration on her. What I see her making is a whole lot of mistakes. Now, see, I've been there, done that. I cannot tell you how to get rich, but I can tell you how to stay out of poverty. That's why in my videos, I talk about the mentality of being poor. I try to tell Black women to buy land, to stop spending $300 on their hair and nails, because they're going to need it. They're going to need it when they go to the hospital. I try to tell Black women to live as cheap as possible. Now, I've been in and out of debt 3 times. You would think I've learned my lesson. No, I didn't. And like I said, in my videos, I've been studying money for 220 years. Okay? My problem was not debt. My problem is that I didn't understand money. I was not taught about money. I was not taught about entrepreneurship. Now, in Africa and India, they teach their children about being self-employed. Now, Peach McIntyre is making mistakes that a lot of Black people make. As soon as they get some money, because we're not used to money. We never had any money. We're not used to it. We're not used to money being passed down from one generation to the other. We're not used to money. We're not used to having money. So what do you do when you all of a sudden get a lot of money? You spend it. She's spending it on everything. Why would she buy a $10,000 to $25,000 golf cart when she doesn't even play golf? Okay, what if one of her kids drive that golf cart and next thing you know, they've had a bad accident? Okay, I remember a person from my hometown got a settlement from the coal miners. Him and his wife spent all that money on linens, sheets and stuff until it was all gone, and they were back to being poverty. I knew a cab driver. He was a cab driver to the day he died. He had a decent house. Their kids didn't seem to want for anything. So, I mean, it wasn't necessary for him to be rich. Okay, he just lived modestly. One of the mistakes I see her doing is she's spending, and I don't hear her talk about savings. When you're dealing with that kind of money, you need a savings. You need a savings for yourself. You need a trust fund for each of your children. You need a trust fund where you put in money every month. Okay. And I can see her making bad investments. And see, once you make a bad investment, that money's gone. She would probably make a bad investment in an avocado farm and don't even know what an avocado is. Okay. The only surefire investments are real estate, hotels, houses, and raw land. Those are the only sure real estate investments. She makes the biggest mistake of them all is gambling. Now, you ask Spencer Christian, who used to be a weatherman, he was a compulsive gambler. See, that's the big now. That one habit will lead you to hell and will lead you to poverty, guaranteed. If she keeps gambling, what's going to happen? She's going to say, "I ain't got a big bag. I ain't got a big bag." Okay. Now, see, while her children are up there with the nannies, when they get older, whether her children are going to say, "Well, this the nanny did this, the nanny did that." She's not even paying attention to her children. She's letting her children be raised by nannies, and you wait till they get older, they're going to have a story to tell. Now, like I said, gambling, I guarantee she's going to go to poverty. Guarantee. See, she's making so much money that she doesn't know what to do with it. That's why she needs to read books on how to manage money. She needs to read all the books out there. There's a whole bunch of them out there. Okay, I don't understand why she don't invest in businesses like, daycare or anything, any kind of business. She needs to have a trust fund. When you're dealing with that kind of money, you definitely need a trust fund for yourself and your children. Um, and then here she goes. I love that man. Okay. How many times have I heard that before? Okay. I love that man. Okay. You know what? All I'm gonna say about that is that you cannot force love. If the love ain't there, it's just not there. You cannot force love. Okay. Be happy with yourself. Be happy with who you are. Be comfortable in your own skin. Be comfortable with who you are. Now I see that on her videos, a lot of Black women are trying to talk some sense into her. They're trying to help her, and that's not doing any good because she's not listening. She just makes the same mistakes every day, all day. Spin, 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 gamble, gamble, gamble. Nanny's looking after her children instead of her looking after her children. Buying things that she doesn't need. Look, I bought the pocketbooks too. I probably had over 10 pocketbooks at any one time. I gave them all away except one. Now my pocketbooks cost $3. The most I paid in the latest is $10 for a purse. And that's only because the $3 purse was too worn out. Okay. You better learn to live cheap. And she's eating a lot of rich food. And you know what? That rich food is going to have the same effect that it would have on me. If I bought a pineapple cheesecake, my A1C would go to the roof too. And I hope she keeps herself healthy and stop eating all that rich food, bacon and grits and stuff like that. Okay. So if she has a stroke, what's going to happen to all that money? That's what I want to know. What's going to happen to all that money if she has a stroke? I hope she gets some wisdom about money. I would tell her to start reading books about money. Listen to people who are trying to help you. Stop spending. Buy real estate. Buy houses so you can get rental income. Start a cab service so you can get some income. Start a daycare so you can get some income. Read about money. Educate yourself. And don't forget the Lord. Have a nice day.